episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the fucking hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello.
What's going on, everybody?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back after a one week in the affirmatory.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Yeah, we were in the affirmatory 1 week. Robbie and I, we both got COVID.
We had contracted the novel coronavirus.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everybody that was out in New York City in a couple day span seemed to have gotten the virus. So
Of course.
Yeah.
And you just got the phone call from the CDC, from New York CDC or whatever.
yeah, from
Right?
a government, New York City health agency.
You should have heard the fucking kid on the phone. Okay, wait. We gotta talk about your phone call. So they call. They go, hey, so hey, how you doing? We see that you had COVID, and you go, yeah. And they go,
No, not original. They're like, we have to talk to you about a health concern, and I didn't know who they were.
what do you think the health concern was?
I don't know. I get a lot of spam phone calls. I think I get 15 spam phone calls a day.
Well, that's because
And I saw 212. If I see 212, usually I'm more likely to pick it up.
elitist.
Well, because it might be somebody that I've interacted with,
He's
or
an
a
elitist.
restaurant, or
100%.
if I see.
How many times are restaurants calling you? Robbie boy, we missed you. You haven't been in a couple of weeks. We missed your ass
Maybe
at the
it's my
restaurant.
fantasy. Maybe this is, or it's somewhere that I've been. Oh, you left this. There was a time in my life where I would leave shit around a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm always, maybe it's PTSD from that or something.
It was the time when, right between the time where you started drinking, but your mom still wrote your name and phone number on the back of all your tags. So they were able to call you.
Yeah.
This is nice.
That's the time.
So he's on the phone. The woman from the health department calls. Yada yada. She says whatever.
Yes.
They're like, you have COVID. And then I'm sitting in the kitchen, just sitting there with the kid, right? And we're about to do stuff.
I was trying to give as detailed and
Let me say
real
what you did
answers
first.
as possible, and you're like, just say no.
Well, because this is it. The woman goes, so this is, what was the last time that did you have a fever? So did you have a fever when you had COVID?
I didn't. I don't have a thermometer.
Let me say
but
what you
I had
did.
a fever.
Let me say what you
All
did
right,
first.
Let's see how you decide.
The woman goes, so did you have a fever? And you go, no. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I said, what happened? I was like, I probably had a fever, but I never took my temperature. I didn't have a thermometer.
Every answer.
I didn't have a thermometer, but I had a fever.
The one that killed me.
Well, this is
This
is a tough question.
The woman goes, were you confused
Did
during
you
this time?
experience confusion?
And then he goes,
Of course I experienced
And then-
confusion. Everybody in fucking New York City experienced confusion over December 10th to December 25th.
the woman should have just wrote down yes with how the interview was going so
Yeah.
far. He goes, no, well, yeah, but not
I had to
more
think
than
if
normal.
it was above the baseline level of confusion.
Not more than normal confusion, just a bunch of confusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's unprecedented times again in New York or in the world, but specifically in this time in New York. And
It made me
I had to distinguish: was it COVID-related confusion or was it just normal confusion of the world? People behave in ways that confuse me all the time, that I'm like questioning my own sanity.
And you think that's what she was asking?
I had to just go into my brain,
"Why
and I had
this?"
to figure out if it was COVID-related confusion
Uh-huh.
or if it was confusion of my generally, I would say every day I get confused.
You don't gotta tell me.
I know.
You don't gotta tell me.
People about the world confuse me.
Why does McDonald's still do commercials? They have sold over 1 billion burgers, right? This is what he's answering to the woman on the phone, right? He goes, how come some people shower a lot and some people don't shower at all? This is what he's asking. You're a confused boy.
Yeah. My friends, some people that I know that are like really workaholic type people or very work and productivity focused, they'll be like, oh yeah, I got COVID, it wasn't bad, but the brain fog. I've been having brain fog now for 6 months. People will talk about this brain fog.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do I always, when I hear this, I'm like, I don't know what this is. Do I always have it? Do I never have it? What is brain fog? Is it?
We have brain fog.
We do. Me and you.
COVID gave us brain fog. No matter what. Someone could be like, the last episode wasn't great. I'm sorry, I had COVID and I had brain fog. You know?
I don't know what, but
I get pulled over.
do you ever have brain fog before COVID? Because people will say carbs give you brain fog or this gives you. I've heard this brain fog been thrown around for years now.
I used to snort pills. I was in the ocean, bro. What are we talking here? They're talking about
What is it? What is brain fog?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Brain. I mean, we're eating edibles every night. What is brain? What do you mean brain fog?
Yeah.
What is brain fog? I go, thank God I can relax for a moment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
London brags about their fog.
Yeah.
America, we brag about our fucking brain fog. You know what I'm saying? Give me brain fog.
You know want brain fog.
You know what the best day ever was?
What?
After I would take a bunch of Xanax.
Okay.
The next day, I would wake up just like total confused,
brain fog.
I would skate through my day just I might as well grab a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
And that would be the best ever.
Yeah.
I think I need a little more brain fog.
Yeah, I think
my brain's like this, bro.
I think like you were just about to say that people use it as almost a scapegoat.
I'm going
well, not people in general. I'm sure people experience dizziness or some kind of like extreme confusion. I lived with my grandmother who's confused a lot of the times clinically. But I'm talking about like lawyers, finance guys, coders that if they are just burnt out or at work or they can't figure out a problem or they're just not smart enough. No, just brain fog in general. Because this has been a movement against, you take these caffeine pills. There's been like the keto diet was like, you're going to get rid of brain fog. Brain fog has been in the ether now for like 5-ish years. Mm-hmm. And I think it's kind of a little bit of a scam of just like people that you don't need to be that productive. Maybe we're not meant to be that productive. These people that are working 90 hours a week and they're like, on Thursday I start to get this brain fog. And it's like, no, you're working at JP Morgan as an investment banker for this whole period.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So they're just blaming their lifestyle on brain fog.
Maybe. I think so. That's a thing that's happening. I was trying to decipher this on the phone and just work this out aloud with the woman. She wasn't annoyed at me. She was happy that I was giving her thorough details. No. You're telling her, go, yes, no, this, not this.
You got to do a yes, no.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to be on the phone all day. That's her job.
Sure.
Most of the people are not going to be as pleasant, I think, that I was.
When it's nice that because we had COVID?
What?
For the rest of our lives.
Okay.
If we experience ED, we have a scapegoat.
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
Because I have long COVID, which makes me a short COVID. You know? Okay. My long-term COVID is I might have ED when I turn 50. So
now you're going to you think you'll be able to use this as excuse for the rest of your life for a lot of different things.
Forever. I'm a survivor.
You are a survivor. That is true.
100%.
Yeah.
So if we hook up, I'm smashed.
Okay.
I drank 2 bottles of whiskey.
This is a PSA for all the listeners. If you ever hook up with Sebastian.
2 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah.
Could barely talk. Right?
Yeah.
And we go to hook up and I can't get hard? COVID.
Yeah.
If we're watching like a movie that's really emotional and you want to make out during the movie and my dick doesn't get hard?
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's always COVID now.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's actually,
freeing a little bit.
I feel a little bit free.
Yeah.
My dick could be soft for the rest of my life and I finally have a reason.
Isn't it funny that people just want an excuse? It's all about the justification. It's not about the thing. It's just if you have a good excuse, nothing matters.
100%. Because any person experiencing ED because of COVID, they're safe.
They feel fine.
They're
That's what's
actually
sad
happy.
about the world. The ego. It's all ego.
100, and they'll be going down on girls. They'll become a better lover when their dick was hard. You know what I mean? Because they're finally free.
Yeah.
They'll be slapping their soft dick against your leg. You know, it'll be fun. You'll be giggling. You know what I mean? He'll become tremendous in all the other aspects.
Maybe so.
When you lose your vision, your fucking hearing goes through the roof. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Maybe.
This is what's gonna happen with all the ED COVID.
Well, first of all, COVID is it actually giving people ED?
COVID, bro. That's how they spell it. COVID. Okay. You got COVID. I got the COVID. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. It's one of the signs.
It is one of the long-term symptoms.
And and they also put hair
loss.
But
are you talking about people that had ED beforehand and now have an excuse?
I think that there's a couple of men on the CDC that got behind some of the long-term effects of COVID.
You think that it's maybe a conspiracy?
I think someone's like, well, we noticed with COVID, some people have shorter breath.
Sebastian got COVID. Now he's a COVID. He's a COVID truther. He's a truther.
He goes, so
if I didn't experience it, it must be made up by the CDC.
At the meeting, they go, we should write down the long-term symptoms of COVID, right?
Yeah.
And the one person goes, well, some people experience shortness of breath for a long time, right? Some people can't smell or taste for a long time. And the one guy, Chuck, in the back, he goes, some people they lose their hair. They go, Chuck, you were bald before. No, I had a little COVID. Yeah. And they go, okay, Chuck, we'll write it down, Chuck. And one person goes, some people they have trouble. They're going up and down the steps now. And Chuck in the back goes, some people can't get hard anymore.
It's just Chuck.
This is just Chuck fucking filling into the CDC.
His shortcomings.
Some people some people have trouble finding a +1 for their cousin's wedding. Yeah. This is Chuck. Yeah. Chuck threw a couple of these in just to protect the boys.
Yeah.
Chuck is drinking for free at the local bar forever. Chuck is out here. He's living his best life because I know Chuck wrote a couple in nice.
You think he wrote a couple in nice?
My boy Chuck at the CDC, Chucky's dick. Okay.
Yeah.
The CDC, the Center of Disease, Chuck's disease control, right?
Chuck's disease control.
He set the boys up nice.
Yeah, that would have been I don't know.
Would have been. That's what he did.
That's what he did. It's all Chuck.
That's 100% what he did.
Yes.
Chuck hooked up. A long-term symptom of COVID is if your fingernails are long, it's not because you're lazy. It's because they grow rapidly fast. A long-term symptom of COVID is if you have 3 DUIs, you're allowed to have your license back.
I don't think this is happening.
What are you talking about?
Maybe the ED thing, but I'm not seeing any of this other stuff.
Check the website, CDC website, bro.
I'll check it.
All this shit's happening on the CDC website because my boy Chuck is filling it in for the boys. A long-term symptom of COVID is you get to go to as many football games as you want.
Yeah.
Saturdays are for the boys.
To your wife, yeah.
Yes.
I know. I know Chuck.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I think he's fugazi a little bit.
You think Chuck's fugazi?
I think a little bit.
I tried to do the dishes earlier,
but fugazi Chuck.
I tried to do the dishes. I couldn't because I had long-term COVID.
Yeah.
Chuck told me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, anyways, I was unpacking.
We shouldn't joke. We shouldn't joke about
unpacking.
COVID. We shouldn't joke about COVID.
Yeah.
What were you unpacking?
What happened to me with this woman, and you had no patience for it. It is what it is.
Nah, because sometimes it's hard to just sit there and listen to your friend on the phone.
Yeah, definitely is.
Definitely is.
Definitely
right?
is.
You don't want to be doing that.
No, nobody wants to. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be watching people on TikTok. How people interact with their phone is hopefully the volume's off. If you're experiencing it with other people.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the proper phone etiquette.
Do you ever get the messages on TikTok that you've been scrolling enough?
No, I've never gotten them.
It's something like this. They go, "Hi, you've been scrolling on TikTok. Hi, you've been scrolling on TikTok for a while. I think it's time that you shut your phone off and take a break."
I have a question. Is this a handmade? Is this a DIY message that you just happen to scroll upon, or this is TikTok sanctioned?
TikTok sanctioned.
And it's a person that comes on the screen?
Mm-hmm. It's like one of the TikToks is, hey,
and
you've
it's
been scrolling for a while.
It's from TikTok.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not positive.
Okay.
And it's so nice and soft and gentle. It makes me feel good, right? Oh, TikTok, you're taking care of me.
Yeah.
So then I scroll longer.
Okay.
I think that
has
the
the
message
opposite effect.
It has the exact. It goes, oh, TikTok, I have been doing this too long. Oh, thank you for taking care of me.
Yeah.
Maybe this next video will take care of me too. I think what it should be is you scroll and it goes, hey, how long have you fucking been on TikTok? How much money do you make again? Right? What did you accomplish today? You know, I think it should be aggressive to you how long you've been on TikTok, right? I see you've been scrolling for a couple hours. Huh. Interesting. You got a GED or did you get your high school diploma?
You want them to insult you.
I want TikTok to be like.
I think you should give like medical, like this is bad for your brain, it's bad for your eye. That would get me off.
No.
To get serious.
No.
To be like, staring at a screen this time affects your vision this time, affects your alertness and gives you brain
That
fog.
is scary.
Yeah, that I think would
That
get
is.
me off if I really wanted to.
You've been scrolling on TikTok. Your eyes, you're starting to lose vision in one of your eyes, slowly but surely from staring at the blue lights.
Yeah.
You know.
Although if they were rude, I would probably be like, all right, fuck this app.
Yeah, and
somebody
then you
who's
close
just
it.
insulting me. Yeah, yeah.
If they were rude, you'd stop being on the TikTok.
Probably.
It's a good way to stop being on. I wish they were rude. I wish they made it personal. How many fucking steps did you take, Sebastian? How many steps did you take today? Lying belly down, feet dangling in the air, you little fucking, you little boy. What are you doing? You ain't 10 years old anymore. Get up.
Yeah, this might happen.
I hope it does. I'm gonna start making these videos.
You should maybe make them. Then.
I'm gonna literally go, get the fuck off TikTok. My grandfather didn't fight in World War II for you to be belly down looking at girls' asses. Okay.
What did he fight? What do you think your grandfather's vision of the year 2021 after a global pandemic?
I think that.
Do you think what would his ideal life be for his great grandchildren?
Well, my grandfather was an early adopter of NFTs, so
okay.
He fought in the Pacific.
Okay.
So he was about the NFTs. He heard he was an early adopter when he went over to the Pacific back in World War II.
Okay.
And they go non-fungible tokens, and everyone goes, I don't understand it. And my grandpa goes, there's gonna be computers. And then they go, what? They go, it's like a calculator. Okay. And they go, what? They go, it's like an abacus, but it moves a lot faster, right?
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera. My grandpa would explain it. So he was an early adopter to NFT. I think he'd be.
So he would be more pro NFTs and not TikTok.
I think my grandpa would love TikTok too.
Okay. So he would. So then. So then your grandfather did fight for people to be on TikTok.
I guess they all, yeah.
I just think it's funny when people say my grandfather didn't fight. You never met this man. You have no idea what his personal preference. Your grandfather. Some people will say World War I or World this.
100%.
And it's like
I'm gonna start saying the Civil War or the Revolutionary War.
The Revolutionary War. My ancestors. Yeah, that's what people will say. My ancestors didn't fight in this or that, and I'm like, what do you know? What they fought because of the draft. Maybe.
My ancestors didn't fight in the Revolutionary War for Subway not to have $5 foot dollars.
That's what people. This is
no more.
Not a joke that people make.
I can't get a peppermint spice latte at Starbucks. My great grandfather fought in the French Revolutionary War. Okay. Yeah. We stormed Versailles, and I can't get a peppermint latte after December 25th.
That's why this is not a joke that people say. I think people think somebody they once knew fought in a war. You don't know the circumstances of why they signed up or whatever.
No.
But they're just like, all right, my life should be exactly how I want it to go because I know somebody that was in a war.
And everyone knew someone that was in a war 100%. Back in the day. Everyone. It was the cool thing to do.
Yeah. It
was like in World War II, my grandpa signed up when he was 16.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is crazy to think.
Yeah. I think my grandfather as well.
Yeah, they
like one arm of the.
Sure, they would sneak in early.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but like it's kids and face tattoos nowadays.
Yeah,
my grandpa was World War II. Now it's face tattoos for kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my grandpa. My grandpa would be fine with this.
Yeah,
sure. Their morals were different.
It was just a totally different world.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Well, I'll tell you this. Speaking of sick on Christmas, okay. I know one thing. I'll tell you this about my grandma, where her morals lie. Okay.
Okay.
One year for Christmas, we get my grandma, my Italian grandma, full Italian. She would make antipasti, and we would have 4-course meal every Sunday, right? It is what it is, kids. Okay, stay humble.
Your Italian grandmother.
My Italian grandmother, thank you. We one year bought her a microwave for Christmas.
Okay.
Right?
In like the early stages of microwaves?
No, 2003, 2004.
When did microwaves come onto the scene? When was microwaves in every home? All right. I asked my grandma this weekend. I was like, when was the TV in everybody's house? And she was like the end of the 50s, I would say.
Because your grandma lived that.
Yeah. I don't know how old microwaves are. You could have been a 2000 there. I don't know.
How much older?
I'm only 1993. I was born in 93.
I was born a couple of years before you.
Yeah, I don't know when microwaves. If you told me microwaves weren't in everyone's house until 99, I would believe you.
It might be true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might be true. Well, whatever.
All right, so you got her a microwave.
I got a microwave. Everyone already had microwaves.
Most people had microwaves.
Most people had microwaves. Okay. So we're going to buy grandma a microwave. You know, she could heat up her tea. She could heat up some just leftovers in there, right? We buy my Italian grandma a microwave. She opens the microwave for Christmas. She gets so upset. Okay. She gets in such a tizzy.
Okay.
Why the fuck? why would I need a microwave? I can make my own food in my kitchen. I take care of my family. Whoa, whoa, right? Whoa, working herself up in a tizzy. My father and mother did not come from Italy, so I'd be microwaving food. Whoa, right? She's working herself up in a tizzy because we bought her a microwave. She has an episode. We gotta call the ambulance because we bought my Italian grandmother a microwave. That's how Italian I am. I'm not 100% Italian. You know how Italian I am?
What?
So Italian that when we bought my grandmother a microwave, we had to call the ambulance to come get her because she got so upset. Okay? We literally had to call. We went to the hospital. It wasn't a heart attack. Wasn't a stroke. It was an episode. My grandmother had an episode because she was so upset we bought her a microwave for Christmas. And that was the year of the microwave.
Because she can make her own.
How dare you? You bring this into my house like I can't do it myself? Myself? Falls out of the chair. My grandmother opened a microwave, fell out of a chair. Because she was so offended.
Yeah, I get that.
That was the year. And so getting sick on Christmas is very popular in my family.
Getting sick on Christmas.
So this is a family tradition.
This is a family tradition that you were holding out.
I knew I wasn't alone on Christmas. Because my dead grandmother was sitting next to me.
She was sitting next to you. That's beautiful.
It was, but that's how Italian. And when everyone asks how Italian are you, I go, my grandmother almost died when we bought her a microwave.
That's how you say it.
That's how Italian I am.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah. That's over 100%.
Yeah.
Did you ever see these videos of these guys that they go down a line of 20 girls and they just make out with all of them?
No, I've never seen this.
I don't know.
Is it for TikTok?
It's on TikTok.
Okay.
I don't know if it's supposed to be hot or if it's supposed to be I don't care about COVID.
I don't know either.
It falls right in the middle of like
yeah.
Like I live my life, I make out with a lot of girls, or if it's like we don't care about COVID and we live our lives the best we can.
It's about internet clout.
You're right.
That's what it's about.
You're right.
Because all these women are agreeing to do it. They're like, all right, we'll all collectively make something that will hopefully go viral.
Yeah.
That's what I guess people are doing.
How many people do you think went viral and went home to their families this Christmas and had to address the video that they went viral for with their family?
I don't know. Like they're bragging about it, or people saw it.
People saw the video where they told the story. When I was a sophomore in high school, I hooked up with my mom's best friends, and it went viral.
Like a crazy video. Okay.
Like one like that.
I don't know.
How many awkward dinner conversations do you think there were about either a person shaking their ass or the amount of drug use that they're talking about on TikTok this year?
I would think that conversation probably happens right after you get a phone call. You think your mother would wait until she saw you in person if something you know what I mean? No, I would think if the family was close.
I'm not talking mother or father.
Oh, you're talking about extended
cousins, uncles. How many cousins do you think saw their other cousin that just went viral for talking about how big their cock is?
Yeah. You're right? Like, yes, I saw the video.
I saw the right?
Yeah.
Or how many cousins do you think went viral for like chugging vodka in their ass, and then they had to go home for the holidays?
Yeah.
And they had to wear a sweater matching the rest of their family.
I don't know.
It's like, hi, Aunt Teresa, Merry Christmas.
I don't know.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they're trying to be one of the what are they, Nelk? What are they?
The Nelk Boys?
Yeah. They're out
I
there.
don't know much about them.
You're
more plugged into teen internet culture than I am. But I don't know. I think everybody kind of is trying to go viral. Not just people, like we are in many ways, definitely. Share the videos, share what you connect with, send them to friends, whatever. But everybody is lying to themselves if they're not, that post something to TikTok. I would say 95% of the people that post something to TikTok want it to go viral.
Yeah.
That's like the nature. Instagram wasn't like that when it started.
No.
It was like, I'm going to try to show this to my friends.
Imagine the sad person that went home that didn't go viral this year.
Well, that did crazy shit. Well, that I think is more because it's not justified. The person that is talking about hooking up with whoever and doing this and that, and all the videos have 57 views, and those 57 views are the 57 people you're going to be having Christmas with. or whatever, half of them are your family, then that I think is the conversation that I would much rather sit in. Because a guy who is making,
he's making money,
he's got millions of views,
she's got money,
they're getting justified through the comments.
100%.
So it's
you're
like,
hot,
oh, you disagree.
You're funny.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, you don't agree with me, but I have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that do, so I don't give a fuck about. But the person that doesn't have that validation, that person is like,
I see.
That's a king.
100, but that's a king that literally is just talking about how
this is about me, baby. Well, not about him. He wants to go viral. But
yes.
Yeah.
How he likes to cream pie girls and it gets 12 views and then he has to go home for the holidays.
Yeah.
How do you say, Nona, it's so nice to see you? How do you sit around the table and pray to Jesus after that?
No, but I love that person because it's like we said earlier, they don't need the validation. That's like the person with the ED. It's like you don't need an excuse. We should be doing what we want. You don't need it. We don't need an excuse.
They don't need an excuse.
This life. Yeah.
No.
Fuck that. Fuck do what you want. You don't need some kind of be a good person. Obviously.
Sure.
But like, yeah, you gotta just do what you gotta do, and you don't need the validation.
Like the people that dress up as dogs because they find it arousing, right?
Yes.
And they get like 12 views, and then they go home. And they go, yeah, I'm a dog.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm into.
Be a dog.
Yeah,
that's what I'm into. It's actually beautiful. You're right.
Yeah, I think that is.
I mean, I'm out here.
We're out here.
I'm out here. My mommy knows I like to put a vibrator on my dick.
Yeah. That didn't go viral.
No.
It is what it is, baby. We're taking swings.
I'm sure my mom saw that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have to tell her. I have to go. Yeah, I'm excited to taste your cookies this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, I guess I didn't even have COVID. I was just scared to go home. After all the shit I put out in the world. No. I faked COVID. Okay. I just am scared to see my mom's reaction to all the shit I've been saying out loud. Okay.
Yeah.
No, my parents are good. They don't care about sexual stuff like that.
No.
It's part of the human experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine.
I think people are adults, and it's like, whatever, it is what it is.
I imagine having a kid, and they never talked about sex ever.
Yeah.
And they're a grown person.
Yeah, I don't know if I do with my parents, really. I mean, lightly, but not in detail.
What was the most detail you've ever given?
No, probably very little.
What was the most?
Just like talk about using condoms and whatever.
They'll say that.
It's like, yeah, you can talk about that.
What would the conversation be?
I don't even know.
What was the last conversation that ever? Will your parents ever go like this? So you dating anyone, Rob?
Yeah, they've said stuff like that.
And so what do you say?
Actually, not recently. They don't ask that.
So you don't have these conversations at all?
Not really, no. I mean, I had a girlfriend in college. I think they were like, use a condom, maybe. I don't even know. We didn't really have these conversations.
Interesting.
To be honest with you.
Interesting. Do you need to have them with someone?
No.
We don't talk intimate, do we?
You want to know every square inch of every detail. If I'm like, oh, I hooked up with somebody last night, you want to know the full scope of details.
Did
you do that? Did you do that? Did you do that? What about that? Did you bite her ear? Did you do this?
No, I don't get that detail, do I?
Did you do this? Did you do that? No.
But I don't give any details to you.
I don't ask for the details of your sexual experience. You volunteer them sometimes, but I don't want to know the details of what people do.
The devil's in the details,
the
brother.
Devil's
in the details.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, if it was funny, then we maybe talk about the funny details. But no, I don't need those details.
So when I'm asking you these questions, are you like, when is this gonna end?
No, I don't. Do I give a lot of details? Probably not.
No, probably not.
No, yeah, I'm not. When
probably
is this?
not.
If I wanted you to stop saying something, I would just address it.
That's
like,
one good thing about you.
I would just say, I don't want to tell you this.
You are to a fault a blunt man.
To some extent,
yes.
I have trouble faking things. I would say
100%. Not me. I'm a faker all the way through.
Yeah.
Right. I'm great at faking. I'll let you know the truth eventually, right?
Yeah.
But I'm good at faking. You're not.
Yeah.
You're a blunt man.
I think so.
Which
I would
is good.
say so. For the most part, I'm not mean or rude or whatever. I just am like, this is how I feel in the situation.
And we need more of that in this world.
If I think it needs to be addressed.
Too many people are out here.
I know. Well, this is the thing, too, especially with COVID. And we're in like unprecedented times right now, I would say. Again, we've been in unprecedented times for 2 years at this point, right?
Every day's a mystery.
And every day's a mystery.
Every day's a gift.
But it even feels more. So many people have had a
Do you
relationship.
think someone said every day's a gift and then 9/11 happened?
Do I think
No, continue.
the cause
continue,
of
continue,
9/11
continue.
is
No.
one person saying every day is a gift?
No, do you think that someone acts? Never mind.
Do you think there's someone in Lower Manhattan
Never mind.
minutes before
minutes before
the World Trade Center that
Never mind,
uttered the words
Never
every
mind.
day is a gift?
Never mind.
Potentially.
Never mind.
There's a lot of people that used to work down
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Never mind.
But no, everybody I think has a different relationship with COVID that they've kind of somewhat got accustomed to. Maybe it changed with the vaccine and then this, and it's like an ever-changing thing, right?
Sure.
And I think spending the last year inside,
Okay.
which we've all done, or the last
Year.
2 years at this, almost 2 years at this point, people just forgot how to like talk to people and confront people, or like if they have a situation, they don't know how to talk to other people about the situation.
Well, they know how to do something.
They know how to post about it.
They know how to post about
They know people are just like I'm seeing a lot of things, I guess, that are clearly meant for one human being
Yes.
on people's Instagram stories, and it's like, what? You need to call your brother. You need to call your roommate. Like, your roommate
100%.
is in the other room. Text them and have a conversation about them. We don't need to see how you feel about like this ambiguous message about your roommate on your Instagram story about COVID and they went to do this. People who went to the bar in East Village. Yeah.
Post a story and be like, hey, what's up? I'm trying to use my electric, but Gary, my roommate, didn't pay his electric bill yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I hope he Venmos me $64.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
this
it's a
is
little bit more vague. They won't even. They'll be
100%.
like, yeah. People who skip out on $64 electric bills are the worst part of society. It's like, this should be
100%.
Yeah.
And
Or they'll find like an infographic from a time period or 6 months ago that is vaguely will correlate with that. It's like roommates who aren't paying the bills on time are toxic this, and it's like, all right, this is from like, yeah.
friends who have parties but don't invite all their friends are bullying other people. You know what I
and
mean?
it's
Like,
all right, this seems like a conversation that needs to happen offline.
oh my God, bro. I walked by these people the other day and this woman said the funniest thing ever on the phone.
Okay.
She goes, I'm walking behind her, right? I would walk outside sometimes. It is what it is. I was walking behind her and she goes, well, Janet, not all of us had the privilege of being cool in high school, okay?
That's amazing.
Not all of us.
She said
had
it
the
to her
privilege.
face.
Yes. Like, I want more
We
of that.
need that.
We
Yeah.
need that.
People need to. Janet needed to hear
Well,
that.
Janet, not all of us had the privilege of being cool in high school.
Janet needed to hear that
Janet
because
needs to hear
there's
that.
a lot of people who are that person who said that never tell that to Janet, but once every 2 months post something
Boom.
ambiguous about Janet
Yes.
and this, and people don't understand hot privilege. It's like, yeah, that may be true and all these things may be true, but you need to talk to the person that this is bothering you about.
Yes.
Like,
And
we're interpersonal creatures, and like we like a sense of community, and like this is what makes you feel whole.
He took a sociology class.
Yeah, I did.
At the Learning Annex.
I
Okay,
have
continue.
I took a 15-day class at NYU and I had COVID. This is what you're getting.
This is nice.
Not comedy. I wasn't like I should try to figure out how I could be funnier.
No.
I was like, how can I
went down to
gain more wisdom?
He went to NYU, the most expensive school, to
Yeah.
do some telecommunications.
Online. Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Amazing. All right, so continue your sociology, okay?
No, I just think what was I saying?
Please.
That we
Social
thrive off of
creatures.
having a sense of community and
We
people
started with the
and
stone
this.
and then the fire
Yeah.
and then
And people, I think, are trying to outsource validation, like we were talking before, so that they can feel good about things that are in their own lives, things that are in their own house, things that are in their own family, things that are in their own friend circle.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, these people agree with me. I don't need to address it with the person who still doesn't even know I have an issue with them. But they're like, well, that's who they really want to believe. You know what I mean?
My favorite thing is when someone posts a vague story for one specific person, posts it. I laugh my ass off at it because I know this is just fucking.
You know who it's for.
Yes, it's just like a chess game, right?
Yes.
And then an hour later, they'll take the post down.
Oh, that's
It's like the
wild.
one person saw.
Oh, it's like it served its purpose.
It served its purpose.
Yeah.
I think that is truly
Yeah,
a king and queen move out there to do.
definitely.
I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna start posting stuff if I have a minor problem with people.
You're gonna start posting it on the internet.
Yeah, there's no way. I DM Duncan the other day. I go, got a great coffee from you guys, and they go, thanks so much.
No, you did really.
swear to
Duncan
God.
answered.
Let me read my Duncan combo. I'm in other people DM to complain. I DM to hype.
I think it's good to DM to hype.
Oop, it wasn't Duncan.
Who was it? Starbucks?
Nope. One worse.
I don't know.
Subway.
Oh, you DM Subway
I DM Subway
for their coffee or their sandwich?
for a sandwich.
Oh,
I said, thanks for the sandwich today. I said, this is who we need to be.
okay.
Right? I'm not going to post a story being like, I had a good sandwich today. Being vague.
No, that.
No,
I think you could post positive. This is not what. I think if you go to a good restaurant that you like, to share it with the people.
I go straight to the source.
This isn't what I'm saying against.
You people may be in your high school crushes DMs. Me, I'm in fucking Subway's DMs, okay?
Yeah. I'm
This is
talking
who-
about people that maybe their roommate went out to a bar in the East Village and they're annoyed that they did this, and then that person will post the COVID cases for the East Village on their story. And it's like, all right, maybe this is true and I get this, but it just feels like it feels like this isn't going to scratch your itch of what's bothering you.
No, yes. It's like you want to complain to their face, but you're a coward.
Yeah.
You're a coward, so you don't want to complain to their face.
I think posting resources for things is positive, like posting,
Sure.
hyping people up, or this, or genuine information
I
about.
cannot believe
Yeah,
how many people are dining inside.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
It is disgusting to think that we should be dining inside and then volunteering together at the same kitchen.
yeah,
Right?
or something. Yeah, it
Right?
seems like this is. Yeah, it's just an awkward thing. I
You
don't
should
want to
just
sit in.
Tell
I
someone.
don't want to sit in on other people's hard conversations, and that's what we're
No.
basically doing on the social media.
And in COVID times, I've had to have a couple of hard conversations.
Of course, all of us have.
I was told I wasn't allowed at home for Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, I mean, and
You have to figure out.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah. You
go
have to
with
have
empathy.
hard Exactly.
if you have empathy,
Yes.
that's good. But me, I even do the good conversations face to face.
You do. That's good. That's beautiful.
This is my thing. I DM places after I have a good time.
That's all right. Let's hear the full conversation.
This is from Subway.
Okay.
I DM Subway. Thanks for the sandwich today! Exclamation point. You know?
Yeah. The sandwich you paid for.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you know that it's exclamation point, not explanation point?
Exclamation.
It's not explanation.
Of course I know that.
Okay.
Exclaim. What did you thought it was explanation?
I thought it was explanation. Like you explained. Like, look, I explained. I thought it was like.
I did a really good job explain. So
I would use.
would you only use it in sentences that something was being explained in?
Yeah.
You use it all the time.
But I was explaining.
Okay.
I'll be like, we'll be there at 7! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Like I was. I swear to God.
Well, it's exclamation.
I learned that.
You learned that in 2021.
It's one less thing for me to learn in 2022.
Okay. That's a beautiful outlook.
Thanks for the sandwich today. Okay. 1:14. The next day at 2:07, they left me on red.
Oh, wow.
They go, glad you enjoyed it, buddy. Buddy?
Okay.
Usually I take offense to buddy.
Okay.
At least they didn't say big guy.
Okay.
I go,
You think Buddy's big guy adjacent?
buddy is big guy for small guys.
Okay.
Buddy is big guy for small guys.
Okay.
Buddy's a little demeaning,
A little bit.
right? Chief is is bad.
Chief is bad? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Buddy.
Buckaroo is
Bucko.
Bucko is. All right, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Bucko, you're trying to start a fight.
I heard that's how World War I started.
Somebody said Bucko to somebody else.
Franz Ferdinand got shot. And then someone said, okay, Bucko. Boom.
That was it.
That was it. So then they go, glad you enjoyed it, buddy. No capital letters, so this is how I know it's a young social media manager.
Yes, it is.
There's no capital, so it must be a young piece. Okay. And so I get all verklempt. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, all
this is
right.
good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I said, I did, thanks. Exclamation point.
Yeah.
It was filling. Like to add a bunch of veggies.
You said that.
I said this.
You like to add a bunch of veggies.
And then they said, like a pro.
Like a pro.
I mean, this is an amazing. This might be the best flirt I've had in 2021.
Okay.
I said, thanks, King. I said, I'll get another sub tomorrow. And then they said, that's what we like to hear. Have a good one.
That's nice.
I mean that.
I wonder if
That might be the most flirtatious conversation I had all of 2021.
you think it was flirtatious. How I don't view that as flirtatious.
You
I was
don't?
gonna say I think the social media manager might screenshot it and show an example of them doing a good job.
Good.
You bought another sandwich the next day. It's like, look, we're interacting. Like, justify their
Robbie,
job.
Here's the thing.
I don't see that as a flirt.
Can I be honest?
Okay.
I didn't buy a sandwich the next day.
You did it?
No.
Already starting the relationship on a bad foot. I would say though
You
that
gotta lie in the
this-
beginning of relationships.
Do you?
With Subway, when you flirt with the piece like
I
Subway.
don't think. I would say that they are not viewing that as a flirt. Unfortunately. I don't know if this derails your entire flirt game of your like existence. I don't know if this is something that we'll get off mic and you'll replay every interaction you've ever had in your life and be like, wait, all of this wasn't flirting. But I don't think that was flirting.
You flirt with people.
Yes.
I flirt with companies. Okay? I flirt with companies, bro.
You flirt with corporations.
Corporations. I DM Duncan. Duncan leaves me on red, and I get it.
Okay.
Because Duncan's DMs must be fucking full.
Okay.
I'm a catch, but not like.
Who do you think? You would have to be you'd have to be verified, you think, to get corporations to start responding to you.
Yeah.
Chris Evans reaches out to corporations, they respond.
They DM Chris Evans.
They do. They try to
They DM
well, they
Chris
just
Evans.
want a piece of his PR.
This
It's
is
a business to them. This is why you can't flirt with corporations
This
because
is
it gets
why.
too commodified.
But this is why I want to get them now before if I ever had success, and then I could go, at least I know this corporation liked me from the beginning.
From the beginning.
So if
I
anything,
have bad news, they don't.
No. If anything,
I have bad news.
Stop.
I don't mean to burst your bubble. They don't give a fuck about you. None of them.
if anything great ever happened to me, I know that Subway liked me from day one.
No, these corporations are not the girl who had a crush on you in high school. This is not the situation.
Stop.
This is not. I'm sorry. It's just we can't make those comparisons.
Uber Eats is my hinge.
No. What do you mean?
This is how I connect with them. I find new companies.
Okay.
Uber Eats is my hinge.
Okay.
I find new
You're
corporations that
swiping
I want to DM.
That you want to DM.
And then I go on their Uber Eats. I go, I wonder what their Insta handle is.
Yeah.
And then I start scrolling through their Insta, and then I DM them there.
And you want it to be faceless.
Faceless.
You never want to put a face to the name, which is by design.
Oh, 100%, except Wendy's.
Except when I mean, like the people running, they want a logo situation. They want a intermediary thing to take away from the people who are actually making these decisions.
Do you
Because
think
you would hate those people?
Do you think I need to create a fake corporation in order to to get in these real corporations' DMs?
No. I think if you have any type of clout on the internet, that you'll be fine.
I think it's nice to DM people those nice things.
I think it is nice to DM people. Or the thing that if you really cared, you would have called the manager of that and said, oh, this person was whoever you interacted with.
Can I tell you one of my lowest moments ever at like a fast casual chain restaurant?
Okay, let's hear it.
I went to a Panda Express, double parked. I was grabbing food. I know, I'm embarrassed. I'm a New York boy. I'm at Panda Express already, 1 foot in the grave. You know what I'm saying?
Double parked Panda Express.
Double parked Panda Express, blinkers on. I go in. I go to get a meal. The woman gives me a meal, right? She goes, you want an egg roll? I go, yeah, give me an egg roll, right? You want an egg roll? Give me an egg roll. I assumed it was part of the meal, right?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden she started charging me for an egg roll. I go, that was extra? I don't want it then, you know? Because I just figured it was part of the meal.
Okay.
I wasn't willing to pay for an egg roll, but I was willing to eat an egg roll.
Okay.
You've been in that emotional state before?
Not necessarily.
You've never been in that state?
I've never had Panda Express.
Oh, just think of it as Chinese food.
I don't really like Chinese food that much. There's been things that I would eat for free, but I wouldn't buy. I've been in that state. I can understand that. 100%.
So I go, I don't want it. And then the guy behind the counter goes, no, we already charged you for it, right? A guy chimes in then. I go, nah, I thought it was free. I don't want it. And he goes, excuse you, sir. Don't you get loud with me. I go, loud? I go, I'm not being loud. I go, I'm just trying to say I don't want the egg roll if it's going to be extra. And then they go, whoa, 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 whoa. They start literally saying that I'm yelling. I've never yelled at a customer service person ever. They go, whoa, 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 whoa. You're yelling. I go, I'm not yelling. I'm literally just saying, like, I don't want the egg roll if I have to pay for it. I'm, like, starting to use my whiny voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, like, I'm upset, but I'm a beta. I don't know. This is not what I wanted. Like,
well, you're a little louder than the average person.
They are in Times Square. Okay. This is 44th Street and 8th Avenue.
Okay.
I'm using my like whiny voice, but I'm a little loud.
Yeah,
I don't want the egg roll. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't want the egg roll. I just asked if I could have it back. And this is the magic. It goes, well, you better calm down right now. I go, I'm calm. I just don't want the egg roll.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the guy goes, this is hard. He goes, well, you're getting the egg roll. I go like this. This is one of the most toxic things I've ever done. I go, fine. Well, I'll have you know, I'm a secret shopper.
That's what you thought. That's what you thought was the biggest own.
I go, well, I'll have you know, I'm a secret shopper, and you, my friend, are screwed. You, my friend.
You called him your friend?
Yes. You, my friend, you just screwed yourself,
He
okay?
could give 2 fucks. He's like, fuck, I'm working.
I was like 30
in the
years
time,
old.
The
He's like
Times Square.
22.
Panda Express. Fine.
go,
Fucking let them fire me. I'll collect unemployment. Fuck you, bro.
Listen to me, buddy.
Yeah.
You just made a grave mistake,
Yeah.
okay?
He could
Because
care
I
less.
am a secret shopper.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Instantly, I went from whiny, but
What did he say?
And he goes, okay. I
Yeah,
go, well,
that was the correct response. He was taking his job probably a little too seriously.
yes.
So maybe he would have had
again-
more allegiance. Maybe he was a manager or had somewhat
He was a
more
manager.
of allegiance towards the Panda Express. But continue.
Yeah. I mean, also, he probably deals with shitty people all the time, right?
Definitely.
And I am the body of a shitty man, the voice of a garbage man.
Yeah.
Right? With the soul of a cherub angel.
Of an angel. Correct.
So I go, you, my friend, my pal, you just made a grave mistake.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. And I go, well, I'm going to need some information from you. He goes, what? I go, your name for starters, buddy.
No way.
I swear to God.
Did you take his name?
I wrote his name down. I took my phone and I went,
No, you didn't.
I literally.
You started doing acting. You started doing improv in the wild.
You know what someone feels really excited to use their phone? When they snap their wrist into the phone move?
Yeah.
When they go,
You were like, all my years of improv training, I could use
here it was.
real life application.
I said, I'm going to need your name, buddy. He gave me his name. I go, excellent. And I said, and to the woman, I go, and you? You are fine. I'm so sorry you have to deal with such a difficult man like this. You know? I said to the woman.
She's probably like, he is nuts.
Yeah, I was, people were staring at me.
Yeah.
And I go, I'll have a water cup. And they go, you can't have one without a purchase. I go, oh.
Wait, you did? So you didn't end up buying
I
anything?
didn't end up buying it.
You didn't buy anything.
I didn't end up buying it, right?
Okay.
And they go, I go, you guys, you are going to be sorry. Oof. You are going to be
wild.
sorry,
This
right?
is a wild move.
I storm out, and I'm
Okay.
getting a parking ticket.
You're getting a parking ticket? No way.
The same moment, I'm double parked outside. I'm getting a parking ticket. I go,
Wow.
wait, I go instantly back to whiny loud voice.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you get it removed?
I go, wait, oh, come on. I was just inside. I was, and they go, what were you? Oh, you were inside. You couldn't find a spot. I go, I'm a secret shopper. I go, I'm a secret shopper. And I had to go in there. Instantly, I'm lying to police now.
Yeah.
So to this day,
Did you get the ticket?
Yeah, I got the ticket.
Damn.
I got the ticket. I got no food, and I was hungry.
Yeah.
And I made a fool of myself in Times Square Panda Express.
Yeah.
Never been back to Panda Express since.
To the Times Square Panda Express.
Any Panda Express.
That's it. It's off your list.
It's off my list.
Yeah, I do. I try to get them to turn against the corporation immediately. I try to feel out how much they hate it.
No.
And
I made
get
myself
them against
part
it.
of the
But
corporation. I think next time that happens to me, I'm going to go, well, joke's on you. I'm the undercover boss. Just so you know, I am the undercover boss.
Mr. Panda Express.
Me? Miss
Yeah.
Express. Panda Express. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of look like a panda bear a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a panda bear, especially
Maybe.
a black T-shirt, white hands.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of look. I mean,
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
No, I don't know. I'm the undercover boss move is interesting.
The undercover boss move. I
do
think
the
would've worked.
opposite. I try to pull them further away from their ultimate boss, and you want to be like, I don't know.
I want to keep on going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of my most shameful moves. So I think I've been DMing companies because I've been embarrassed about my past.
It's more like I was saying. It's about person to person. So you want to like call if you're gonna hype somebody up. I would call the person that made your sandwich, or you know what I mean. But like they did such a good job. They did this, or Steve that works this section of Target was super helpful. If you're leaving, I wouldn't go like Target is the best place in the world. Like if you leave, it's like Steve who works in electronics. I try to find the manager of that Target, and you're like this guy's really helpful. If you're trying to like do something positive about the interaction, that's probably what I would say to do.
I just
not just go like Target is fucking the C-suite of Target are amazing. Because Steve is so far removed from the corporation, I would say that he's just a nice guy and should be rewarded, and he doesn't probably get rewarded, but at least it like makes his boss happier. Who knows what the fuck.
I'm nice to local businesses. I got invited to there's a bodega by me, right?
Okay.
I love them. I go in, they're doing renovations. Every time I go in, I go, oh, Maron, look at this fucking place. It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
The guy, the kid always, there's like their son always sleeps behind the counter, says I'm his favorite customer.
Wow, that's amazing. That's what you want.
The son says I'm his favorite customer. I go in there, we're high-fiving each other, right? We're having a good old time. They invited me to their New Year's Eve party.
It's at the bodega, or
they're shutting the bodega down. They're throwing They're throwing a New Year's Eve party in the bodega.
You should go.
I think I might.
Yeah, you definitely should stop by.
I'm gonna stop by, bring them a bottle of wine or something.
Not the one across the street.
The one across the street.
Oh, really?
They invited me to their New Year's Eve party.
Can I go?
100%.
I want to try to get invited on my own.
No, you're not getting invited.
You don't think I could do that in 4 days?
Nah,
I've been 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
You go every day?
No, not every day. But if I don't go a couple days, the guy yells at me.
Okay.
The guy goes, where you been? I
this
go,
is good.
This is why, remember when I walk past a couple times, I pop my head in and say what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because he wants to know what's up.
Yeah.
So, like, I make sure I always say what's up to him. He knew I had COVID. Didn't go in for it. He goes, where you been? I go, I had COVID. He goes, He goes, still? I go, I would never hurt you like that. I mean, this is how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
You know, and he goes, I know you're a good soul.
This is the sense of community that I think is beautiful. It comes from in-person interactions and talking and having conversations.
I guess I'm just trying to be big enough that my in-person interactions are with Target the store.
Yeah. Yeah. The first episode we ever did, you made fun of me that I didn't have a sense of community downtown. And I love in-person interactions. I think we've gotten everything's been moved online, and it's scary. Last night, I'm scrolling through Instagram online. I convinced myself I'm in love with somebody that I made out with when I was 14 years old. I'm like, maybe this is the one that got away. And I'm like, what is happening in my life right now? That this doesn't happen when I'm out about in the world. And it's just like I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing people that got married from my middle school, and I'm like, damn. People get married so early. It's wild. I can't believe this. We could have been. I'm like, this is insane behavior. I woke up this morning and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah. I mean, I get it a little bit. You look, you go, yeah, they're doing good.
This is a different life. Yeah, that I could have had.
They're doing good.
I know. I'm texting. I'm like, dating is like deal or no deal. I'm texting my friends, and like people just take the deal early, and I'm still out here hoping for the $1 million.
It's like, will I risk it all?
Yeah.
To maybe get something worse in the future.
To maybe get something better? Yeah, exactly. And it's like the people that marry the people that they met in middle school, high school, it's like, yeah, they got a pretty good offer pretty early, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to take that.
100%.
And I'm sitting in my head, I'm like, what? Should I have taken the offer? Should I have taken my offer when I was 14? Maybe that was the move. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken my high school offer. It was a little bit better than my middle school offer.
When the bank calls, sometimes you got to hit that deal button.
I know. And I'm like, I'm still out here. I got the $1 million on the board maybe, but the middle ones are starting to disappear.
We're running through the middles.
We're running through the middle. We're running through the 250K is gone. some of the lows are gone.
Here's the thing.
But the $1, I think, is still maybe like
You
what
think
is what's the lowest number that you
$1.
could get? $1?
You think your $1 is still out there?
I don't think so.
You think you've already
What's the
experienced your $1?
Maybe.
Oh,
No, I think it's more of a life. You know what I mean? I think it's more
your
like the
$1
life with that person.
Would've
Because
been
that's what
$1.
when you decide to get married, that's when you take the deal. Or you decide to like spend your life with somebody, that's when you take the deal.
this is
Is the $1 being alone forever? I don't know. I think if I was what's
No.
my worst case
The
scenario?
$1
Is that the $1? I don't think my worst case scenario that I could have now would be the $1.
being alone forever is you get zero money.
So maybe it is still on the table. Maybe that is still on the table.
Is you're just in purgatory and it's like, well, back to another commercial break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when you just do a little self-help, the commercial breaks. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting. Deal or no deal? You're saying is relationships.
Is life choosing a relationship.
Choosing your partner.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think some people, they get a good deal early.
And you can't,
And they don't know. They're like, my case, I don't know what I got in my. It's all like, I don't know.
You're going back looking at the old cases. You're turning around and
I think some people.
Howie Mandel, let me look at the old cases. Let me see.
I think some people take a risk. They're like, I know I got a fucking winner in my case. I'm just going to take my case. Some people, though, they take the deal. And that's a good deal early. And they're like, you know what? This is a good deal. I'm going to have a nice life.
Here's the thing.
It's not worth the risk further.
Here's the thing. What we don't realize is some people, all their cases are filled with little amounts of money.
You think so?
And some people, all their cases are filled with big
definitely.
money.
Yeah.
That's what we don't realize. Some people are taking the deals because they go, $10. Oh,
well,
that's gonna crush at the Dollar General.
Hot people, I think,
get bigger.
think that they have a lot of
Oh, hot people. You know, it's the
but also
my
maybe
favorites?
not. But maybe not. That's the thing is, I think maybe everybody does have all the different cases, but hot people have this illusion that they get a lot of good deals from the banker.
In the beginning,
hot people. Yeah.
In the beginning, hot people get a lot of good deals, and what they have to realize as the game goes along, those deals are going to get smaller and smaller.
Yeah, or you get married and you realize the person only liked you for your looks, and then later on you realize that it wasn't as good of a deal as you thought, which is sad. That is sad.
There's nothing I love more than a super hot person in their 20s that's in their 40s just being like, life is a battle.
I know.
I hate to be savage like that, but there's something that
it's tough.
That, I believe, is what the song The Circle of Life is about.
Do you think it's about that?
When hot people get ugly when they're old.
Yeah, especially if they don't make a lot of money. Because if you make a lot of money, you could always kind of skate by.
Oh, 100%.
But like the dude who was the football quarterback and
just
the whole
stuck
9 yards,
around.
and he was still hot in his 20s, and then he's just like, it's tough.
Yes.
If that was your thing, because that thing goes.
Every 20 years, your high school should get together, and all the nerds that made a lot of money should sing to all the popular people that got ugly, it's the circle of life.
Wait. We also have a whole. I thought that our official stance on this is that hot in high school, you probably stay hot.
No, sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, right? The hottest people do, right? They
To
grow.
some level, yeah.
But I think there are some people that are losers in high school, but are just like they had the best Abercrombie shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're attractive.
Yes. So, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Popular. I guess we were more like popular.
Yes.
So hot and popular are not necessarily the same.
No, popular involves personality.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
These people that were just hot, their parents got them the right clothes. They had the right figure at the, right?
Yeah.
They were an athlete or something, right? Doesn't mean they're nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they were
definitely
fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm saying those people. Once every 5 years.
5 now. It started every 20. They need a more frequent reminder.
Once every 5 years, the nerds that they made fun of that make a lot of money, and that's not all nerds.
Yes.
There's a lot of nerds that are playing with samurai swords in mommy and daddy's basement. Okay.
Yes.
Right? But the nerds that made a lot of money should get together with the hot people that they devalued.
Yeah.
They realized they were not a fine wine. They were open.
Yes.
They were literally just an open piece of fucking meat.
Okay.
Right? And they should sing The Circle of Life to them.
I think I have a better pitch.
Okay.
The hot people, the nerds, together choreograph a performance of The Circle of Life.
Amazing.
It's a production.
Yes.
And then everybody else from the school has to watch.
Oh.
Everybody else is the more people you'd want to be friends with. I don't even really want to be friends with the nerds who ended up making a lot of money.
Neither do
a lot of times
I don't want to be friends with either.
they're
of those
toxic.
groups.
Yeah, so I think they need to come together and see that they are the same.
This is what we need to do.
In different period. You know what I mean?
We need to take this show to middle schools. And we need to show the middle schoolers, we need to have like images of them as a child and then them coming out as like the nerd with the back brace, and then they come out on their fucking like some fancy ass Vespa, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, I make $14 million every month now, right? And then like the hot jock, and they come out and they're like, I have 4 DUIs. You know what?
Well, this is what
and then they sing the Circle of Life.
That Just Friends was about. And I didn't, because they grow up to be assholes. And it's like, I don't have sympathy for the people who got picked on and whatever, and then they grow up to be assholes. It's like you didn't learn anything from that experience.
Well, here's the thing.
Like you should learn that it doesn't feel good to be this, not like as soon as you have any position of leverage, use it to do worse than. The thing is, the people who were attractive and rude in high school didn't have that much power. Legit, like in the world.
No.
They don't have that many access to these research, you know what I mean? But then when the nerds do it and they become assholes, they actually are like running companies and have money, and they could do more damage because they have access to more.
So what you're saying is, if you're going to hurt a nerd, hurt him good.
Yeah. No. Get him down for real. Make sure that he's dead.
Make sure there's no comeback
if he comes
story.
back to life,
Jesus, Robbie.
If he comes back to life, he might run Facebook one day. Imagine if somebody just put Mark Zuckerberg so deeply in his place that he never, but they didn't. They left a little bit of life left.
Two bullies away from
Two bully sessions away from us never having Mark Zuckerberg. Jeff Bezos could have been stopped.
We were so close to bullying Jeff Bezos into not fucking over Amazon. You know what I mean?
Jeff Bezos, if you're going to do it, you got to put him away. Because, Jeff Bezos rose from the ashes. We cannot be having that.
We need someone that was in the middle lane.
Or don't do it. Or just don't bully him.
Or don't bully them. These are the options.
Don't bully Bezos.
Either bully Bezos so bad he doesn't become Bezos, or don't bully him at all.
Exactly.
So then he just becomes Jeff.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Jeff's not going to make his employees pissing on buckets.
Yeah.
Jeff's not. Jeff has a holiday party where he gets a 6-foot-long sub.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's Jeff.
Yeah.
Right? This is great advice.
I think so. Yeah. Right? For our middle school and high school listeners.
100%. Right? Zuckerberg.
Which I hope is it.
Zuckerberg steals your information.
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah.
Mark's just looking for some friends. Yeah. Mark's just saying, hey, you want to share some videos together on this platform? Zuckerberg is selling your data so he can make money, right?
Yeah.
Tremendous. Elon Musk was just, I don't know, maybe he should have talked to some more people.
I don't know. Which when I say bully them so that there's no chance, I'm not saying bully them so they do something harmful to themselves. Like, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying bully them so they don't become this like supervillain. Don't let them have an origin story.
This is beautiful, Robbie. Thank
you.
Or
maybe just don't bully them. Maybe that's the real.
I mean, you gave them 2 options.
Maybe the real thing is just don't bully them.
Take the red pill, or take the black and blue pill.
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know anything about the pills.
Wow.
People love to talk about the pills. I don't know anything about.
You don't know anything.
I never saw The Matrix.
Yo!
And I don't know anything about the pills.
You don't need to see it when you're living it, kid. Okay?
I'm living. That's nice.
You don't gotta tell. This isn't even real. This whole podcast has existed in the metaverse.
This is nice. This is my confusion.
All right.
All right, we're back. We'll be releasing episodes. We have a lot of cool stuff planned. 2022. Sorry, we had to cancel the show. Obviously.
Yeah.
We're gonna be working on elevating the live shows for 2022. We're excited about that. We'll keep you updated, but in the meantime, share the clips.
Yeah.
If you see the clip, send it to your friend, like it, comment, save it.
Hit the save
Save button helps us a lot. So
the
if you want to save
helps us a lot.
The share helps, the comments help. Those are the big 3. So if you could do that when we're going to be putting out clips hopefully every day. So check us out.
Beautiful.
At Loud About Nothing.
I love that. And as always, hotties, thank you so much for listening. All right, Robbie, hit the fucking music.